Okay.
Okay, one more success story here. Haha, PMP. Okay, there's a smile in the face here. Conrad PMP, who recently achieved it. Congratulations from
Yeah.
ShriLearning.
Thank you so much.
Big effort, and just now we are talking about it, and he said it's worth the effort. Okay,
What definitely worth the effort.
right. So, first of all, wishes for this great success. I know many are achieving it. It looked like a lot of people doing, but millions of people are in this world. When lakhs of people are trying, thousands of people getting close to the exam, only hundreds of people clearing it.
Yes, true.
This is a format happening. Maybe we see in the LinkedIn few hundreds and we feel wow, but actually hundreds.
Hundreds,
World is
exactly. Yeah.
looking for millions of great leaders and managers, high in demand. In that case, the scarcity is pretty high with the quality leadership and quality managers. And happy to see that you are part of this top 2% winners club. Welcome to
Yes.
that. Post exam, you would have at least slept a little bit better and you feel good now.
Yeah. I mean, I remember the day before the exam. I mean, such kind of occasions, especially exams or anything. I mean, I don't tend to sleep well. It's always there, that nervous feeling. But
Of course.
yes, yeah, I woke up fresh and just revised some few things before I went to the center.
Got you. Got you. Great. Super. Wishes again. And I would like to know which city you are now.
I am in Kuwait.
Kuwait. So you took an exam in the center based in Kuwait.
Yes.
Okay, good. So when does the PMP dream started for you?
Well, started a long time back, probably 3 years, three,
Wow.
4 years. Yeah,
God,
three, four
4 years
years.
waiting, and when you see that certificate, that day I'm sure when you come back from the center in the cab or car, you keep on saying yes, yes.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, yeah, I did that. I did that. I mean, I couldn't scream at the test center. So when I went back to the car and I screamed as much as I could. Yeah.
I believe no bad words has been used.
No, 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 not at all. Yeah.
See, that was a time you want to say the revenge to the people who said you cannot, and show
Yes,
to them,
yes, yes,
man,
yes.
look at this, touch this.
Yeah. And I actually took about a week off from work.
Okay.
So I was thinking, at back of my mind, like, oh God, if I don't clear it, what do my work people say? Like this guy's taken a week off, and So the next day I went and I told them, yes, I cleared, and they were very happy for me.
Great. So, which domain or industry you're working for?
I'm working in the construction side, yeah, in the oil and gas sector, yeah.
Okay, the pretty high demanded in this domain, isn't it? This kind of
Yes,
model of certification,
yes, very, yeah, yeah.
right? The value is pretty high. Maybe on the respect goes high. Could be on the remuneration part also, possibly, right? That's a possible.
Yes,
Great.
yes.
Super. So you have 4 years of dream or 3 years of dream, and you achieved it. You screamed loud in the car, all good. So now, how things happened, where the journey started, and how was your preparation? Are you confident while you're preparing? Hey, I will clear this, or you are in a dilemma.
Well, the journey was quite long. I remember it started off last year,
Hmm.
month of October, November, where I went to a institute here. I spent about 20 days or so.
Hmm.
But then again, I had, I mean, 2 months, and then it was Christmas, and then I did not. And then I said, okay, I'll do it. I'll do it post January, February. So
Hmm.
after I came back from vacations, I said, okay, let's do it this time. That was month of Feb. But then something came up at work, and then luckily the Corona COVID-19 came up in the month of March.
Hmm.
So that's when I said, okay, yeah, this is the right time to keep my focus and get the books and start studying again.
Right.
Yeah. So yeah, it continued from March until October,
Hmm.
quite long.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Hmm. Long journey, I know. lot of preparation. And which book you preferred and you felt, hey, this is good to read?
Uh, well, I started off with Rita directly.
Mm,
I
mm,
never went to Head First because I didn't know back then there was a book called Head First.
okay.
So I read Rita about three, 4 times maybe. From from the time from March till October.
Okay.
But then after that, I felt that no, I mean the book is not. I mean, yeah, it has got good information, but when I switched from Rita to Pmbok,
Mm.
I never went back to Rita.
The language would be pretty nice in Pembok.
Yes, the language is good. I mean, then I thought, yeah, I mean, Pmbok is one of the best books compared to the
Right.
lot of three
Right. That's
because,
true.
and again, it depends on the experience and in terms of your reading.
Right. Right.
In terms of
Right.
your reading, yeah.
Yeah, not everybody can read Pembok. It'll sometimes bounce on you. Perfect.
Yes, yes, yeah.
Perfect. Perfect. Great. So, how is your practice exams? Which does it help you to get ready? How was it?
Yes, the practice exams are a must actually.
Mm,
I remember when I finished reading Rita second time. I mean, yeah, second time or the third time. I had a bunch of.
mm,
This is the journey before I joined Sri Ram Institute.
mm,
So
mm,
I read a book. I did about 3 4 mocks,
mm,
complete mocks. I think Rita Simulator was one.
mm.
Head first were 200 questions were the other, and some other two good ones. Then yeah, I mean I started off with that, and then later on, after a couple of months, I came to know about Prepcast.
Okay. Okay.
So then I started off with Prepcast, and then Prepcast and Pmbok are
A good combination.
good. Yeah, I mean the best combination. So it will take you to every page numbers, to every topic that
Yeah.
you thought you lagged and you didn't know about it.
Right. Right. Well,
Yeah.
you're right. You're right on that point. Good. Fantastic. Great. Good to know about the books. Good to know about your practice exams. So, how is it on the main exam? What they check in center? When you go to center, what kind of checking happens?
I think you just scan through your passport,
Okay.
and that's it. I mean, the person just tells you to go to a room. I
Mm.
mean, I think I was the only candidate for the PMP there. Everybody
Mm.
had different exams,
Mm. Mm.
but
Okay.
I mean, I found some disturbances in the few first few minutes.
What kind
Uh,
of disturbance?
uh, People just murmuring a bit, or
Ah,
heavy typing sounds, things, and then people just entering late into in the hall. So
it,
that kind of
it's
disturbance.
something in the movie hall, right? We sit in a dark room to watch a movie. One guy will come by 15 minutes late. They open the door, the light will flash on the screen.
Yeah, exactly. And every time
We all
somebody,
look at this guy. Who's a stupid guy who came late?
so every time somebody kept coming, I was like, who is this guy? Entering the hall. Like, and I was at the same time I was searching for the headphones,
Noise
but then
reduction phone.
the noise reductions, but then they didn't have noise reduction headphones there with them.
Oh man, oh man,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
that's bad. Yeah, they should have it. I feel Kuwait, the center, what you're saying, doesn't look more prepared because when I went to exam years back, they have two layers to get into the main room. People, when they enter, they have to clear in one room. That will be a noise reduction, all will happen there. Only the person who has to go to the exam will enter that final room. The final room will be kept pin drop silence. Even somebody enters, they have to talk only the action. No words will be used, right? They will, the instructor will go and settle the computer, seats, everything, and then show action, come inside. Then only the person has to go inside. So I think that kind of quality should be maintained. But
Yeah,
anyway,
so
Does it distract?
I
How many questions
it,
distracted?
it's very distracting. I mean, it was a couple of, I think, first 20 or 25 questions.
Oh man, that's hits hard, yeah.
It's and those those first couple of questions, at least in the first half of 89 questions, were completely questions which were like, I couldn't face. I could either like, uh, I mean, probably every second or third question I had to flag.
All
Like,
bounces.
yes.
Did you had
All
any heart feel by the time the heartbeat went high?
No, that's not the time where my heartbeat went high. It was the last couple of seconds.
Is there? Nobody can
Yeah.
stop that.
Yes,
So
yes.
89 questions, how long it took for you?
Yeah, I noted that. I mean, I took about 115 minutes.
Fair time, right?
Yeah, 115, inclusive of the review, including the review of the first 89
And
questions.
15. Okay, almost 2 hours. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
fine. Fine. Okay, then what else?
Um, the first half, yeah, I felt it was like really difficult. I mean, so the type of questions that came, like, mostly about 35 to 40 questions were about change management. Yeah, I mean, in every question, I could see change management. Most of the questions, change management,
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Okay.
and maybe three or four questions were like EVM questions,
Okay.
critical path, including the
Mm.
critical path, and
Mm.
that also was not direct. There was no table of successors and predecessors, A and B,
Yeah,
nothing.
I understand.
They mention it in only words.
You're
Even
right.
even even the numbers, they said four, two, all these kind of things.
Right, right.
So what I thought was, I thought it was easy, but I mean, the question was, I mean, it portrayed to be a little difficult, but when you solve it, it was quite easy.
Okay. Sounds good.
And another thing of the transparent sheet that helped me a lot with these kind of questions.
You write it down.
Yeah, it was quite helpful. I mean,
Mm.
I don't know. I mean, the proctor might be. It is tough because
Yep.
you need to
Proctor, we
practice.
have only paint, white. Painting we
Yeah.
can do. Mm.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. That is
So,
fine.
and I didn't have any agile questions. I think maybe one or two, maybe just one agile
Mm.
questions.
Mm.
Um, then mostly questions from stakeholder management, communication management,
Mm.
mostly in the execution group.
Mm. 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 Okay.
Yeah, yeah. The rest,
Is,
I mean,
is
yeah,
the stakeholder and communication easy, or do you feel that they're tangled? Like
they
you
they
cannot
the
differentiate it.
yeah, the questions asked are mostly tangled and clubbed, both of them together.
Mm.
Yeah, that's what they've not been asked directly, but been
Right.
asked clubbed together.
Right.
And of course, there were risk management questions as well.
Mm. Mm. Okay.
Yeah, more or less, the second part of it was comparatively easier. I found than the first half, so I felt really comfortable, like pretty much little confident than the first half.
You used with that. The used with the pain, huh?
Yeah, so the second half was much better.
Cardio. Okay. That's interesting. Great. So that went well. And what time you completed the exam? Whole 200 questions.
So I was in the last question, and I had about 1.5 minute to go.
So no flagged question review.
Uh, I remember, I mean, before I moved, I was pretty confident, but I probably flagged two, three of them just in case. I mean, I said if I have time, I'll go back. But the second half, as I said, was quite easier compared to the first half.
That sounds better. Okay. At least 111 questions coming easy is better, right? 89 is
Yeah.
tougher.
Yes,
Okay.
yes,
Better.
yes.
So what you did in the break? Did you utilize the break?
I did utilize the break. I just went out for a walk,
Hmm.
and I had some snacks with me. I mean,
Hmm.
yeah, and another thing, that whole morning I didn't have breakfast. I didn't have any appetite.
That's bad. Bad,
Yeah, I
bad.
didn't have any appetite because of this tension of the exam, maybe like that. But then I carried some chocolates as you suggested on the previous day. Yeah, I just sat there and had some
Snicker
chocolates.
bar.
Snickers. No, I had some Cadbury, I think.
Okay.
Then I just took a walk and went to the washroom. Then I still had about 3 4 minutes, and I came back. And
Okay.
then I resumed back with a
Okay.
fresh mind. I did some
Okay.
breathing exercises as well.
Let's face it now. That's how you would have come back.
And yes, let's face it. Whatever's happened has happened. Let's concentrate on the rest of the 110 questions.
It is like an IPL cricket match. They have strategic timeout.
True, true, very true. Yeah, and this is actually must needed. The 10-minute break is
Yeah, yeah. With the
it's
high
just
recommendation of decades, PMI never had this kind of break before. Only from March 2020 they started. If not before and all, they want to break, right? You have to sit 4 hours. Oh my God, so
it's
tough. Yeah. Some
it's
people
quite a
even
task.
don't go to washroom. They control and sit and write the exam. That's so pathetic way of exams in model. Mm.
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay, good, great. And how many hours it took to see your certificate, your original certificate in the PMI dashboard?
24 hours, I think.
Okay, so you got the certificate. Very good.
Yeah, and 24 hours.
Okay,
Yeah,
fantastic. So how was the reaction at your office the moment you say you cleared it?
yeah. My management were pretty happy, and they said, "Yeah, we are very proud of you, and hope that you continue your dedication and career goals
Okay,
with the organization."
okay.
Yeah.
Don't go out of the company. Huh?
That's another way to tell you, okay, please stick here for another couple of years.
Yeah, focus on the goal. It means stay here.
Yes, yes, yes. But at the same time, it gives me good opportunities to move about valuable
Mm,
certificate.
got you.
Actually,
Got
not many people in Kuwait have it here. Actually, in most of the organizations, very few.
you. Middle East is highly demand because of the nature of work, what you do there. And in fact, PMP is all over the world, but primarily I see more in Middle East and in fact in US, Canada, Australia,
Yep, true.
UK. This it's a mad demand. If you have that in a resume, it has a different value.
Different value altogether.
The interviewer way of asking question itself will change.
Will change. Yes, yes,
Yeah, the way they look at you will be okay. This guy comes with something there.
yes. True.
It's there. It's there. It adds points. You cannot say no. It adds points. But
Definitely.
but having certificate doesn't mean you will quickly get the job, but you will be in the interview room. That is guaranteed. Okay,
That's
perfect.
true. That's true.
Superb. Any more points from you for people to help people?
Yes, I have a couple of points, especially when I joined your class in the
Hmm.
month of August. So you've told us every day like to practice the 49 process sheets. I'm telling everybody who watches this video, this is a must.
Hmm.
By the end of at least a month or month and a half or two, you will come to know every process group by the tip of your fingers. And
Yeah.
and at the same time, when you answer questions, you will know what is next, what is what lies before, what comes after. So it's quite highly recommended. Everybody does that.
Hmm.
And again, the formula sheets as well, which you posted in the group, saying that that's also a must.
Hmm. Okay.
Mm, yes, and in terms of the questions, how will you evaluate the questions? So,
Hmm. Hmm.
whenever I should take any mock exams, say 4 hours, and then I should take at least 8, 9, probably 10 hours or something to evaluate my questions and
Hmm.
answers.
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
So, yeah, I have answered all my prepcast questions 1 to 7, and
Hmm.
plus another four
Hmm.
of outside mocks. and every prep cast or any mock exams, I've kept it in a file.
Mm.
So I've written the question number and the question as well as the answer and the explanation.
Mm. Mm. You write it,
So
really.
I write it, yes.
Oh,
So if I see, if probably if I'd shown you earlier, there's a big bunch of
oh yeah,
this
probably.
thing which I mean explanations of each and everything what I made from right from prepcast 1 to 7, and as well as the old mocks.
That's extreme preparation. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. So
Mm.
and that helped me. I mean, towards the end, at least the prepcast 6, 7, I went through again once again. So it helped me. Like I didn't have to go back to prepcast.
Good.
So I had it written all by my notes, and I could easily, even though
Understood.
I could write the Pmbok reference page numbers there and go back anytime I wanted to.
Wow. Wow,
Yeah,
that's big effort actually. Worth it.
yeah. So and I think I've made my own notes of each knowledge areas of the Pmbok. A separate kind of sheets,
Mm. Mm.
each process group, and just like my own kind of thing, so I can easily understand my kind of things and go back whenever I want to.
Got you. Got you.
Yeah.
Okay. Pretty impressive. Impressive. Right. Any more points you like to share with people?
Um, points. I've written some lot of things here. I said, okay, during the interview, I should not forget or miss out anything.
Okay.
Yeah, so another thing is everybody has to read the Pmbok at least, at least. In my case, I read probably 4 or 5 times. So at least 2, 3 times is a must.
Mm.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, without that, I don't think you can clear, but I mean, it's mandatory that you read Pmbok.
Mm. The knowledge get broader.
Yeah, your knowledge will get definitely broader.
Mm. Mm.
And if you at all find some things that you can't understand, you can always go to the web or search other references or watch some YouTube videos.
Mm. Mm. Yeah,
Yes, yeah, yeah.
makes
So
sense.
that's another thing. And the on-drive questions which Rahul have shared
Mm.
also played a good key factor after the August batch, after the training classes.
Right.
And you and Rahul also guided me through things, especially the last 2 weeks. I probably troubled you a lot the last 2 weeks. Yeah, like things. Okay, what I should do next, and I have two. Okay, I have 2 weeks. Then I have 1 week, and then I have 2, 3 days. Okay, what's next? What should I do? Like even at the last day, one day before the exam, like okay, I don't look to be pretty confident. Like what should I go for it or not go for it? That's the always in the back of your head. But then you guided me each and every step, like do this, read only change management, read only execution, read stakeholders the last week. So I believe, I mean, that has definitely helped me in my main exams.
Great. Good. Good to know.
Yeah, and
Super.
especially, it's hats off for you and the entire team, including Rahul and yourself. I mean, how do you manage a lot of people, texting you, calling you? It's definitely an art or this really.
Yeah, we like to see your success, right? When results comes, you automatically feel great to support. That's what happening, right? I know it's a lot. Sometimes Rahul has to go per candidate 1 hour, 1.5 hour call. So in a day, how many candidates you can talk like that? So
It's quite impressive and quite the commitment from your team. Like it's really a lot of effort from yourself. I would recommend
that's
anybody,
good.
like I've recommended some few friends.
Uh-huh.
Maybe probably one of them have already contacted you.
Yeah, yeah, they're in touch with me. I'll help them
The
out.
Yeah, and because they were in two minds whether, we have 2 months left, whether they'll do it or not. I said, please contact Sriram, he will do the rest.
And they
Yeah.
shouldn't think that, okay, this guy will write the exam. He will
Yeah.
push you to write the exam. That's a main part of us.
Yes, yes, yes,
Cool,
yes.
superb, Conrad. Thanks for a lot of positivity from your side as you keep giving a lot of points. I'm sure this video is going to help a lot of people who are preparing for it. And
Yeah.
one thing people may get scared when you said 4 times I read Pmbok or 3, 4 times I
Yeah,
read that.
that's
They'll
that's
be,
because I had a lot of time from March till October. Like,
yeah,
so
they're going to see you. What? 4 times you read, man?
yeah, so I had a lot of time, and I didn't want to rush things. I just wanted to get that confidence level a little
Right,
bit high,
right.
and then I said, okay, let's
You
do it.
you took time to understand the basics clearly, and you want to go with the broad knowledge. You don't want to look it as only as an exam. Right? It's an implementation how it's going to be.
Yeah,
So that's right. There are people who go very deep inside, understand all the concepts. Even after the exam, they can even reproduce the content again. So that's
true,
a way
true.
of learning. It's actually a good way
Even
of learning.
even my friends were like, man, why don't you come out? Why don't you come out with us, do some things? Because I was kind of avoiding, like, I was telling them, see, I have an exam. I said, they're like, how many hours are you going to study? Yeah, at least spend the weekend with us or something like that. But
Right.
I tried to avoid, but at the same time, once, twice, I just went out with them just to get my brains a bit preoccupied,
But even
refreshed.
after going there, from there you will think, right, what to do here?
Yeah, true, true. But yes, again, but I had that kind of goal, so I didn't want to distract my mind,
Got it. Got
and
it.
yeah,
Got it. Okay. Super. Super, Conrad. Thanks a lot. And I appreciate your
welcome.
time to on a work day. You have to spend some time after your work. You may be exhausted, but thanks for coming up here.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Right. I know it's really going to help some people who are preparing for the exam in the last minute because 2 more months people are rushing. So your tips of how to look at the question or how to write those questions in a paper right, with a justification. I like this. This is new for people. People generally read it. They read the justification, but they don't write in the paper. Now, when you write in the paper, your brain may connect more. But it's strenuous effort, but a worth effort. That's
Worth
what
it. That's worth it. Yeah.
yeah, I'm
Yes, it
feeling.
is worth it.
I'm getting the feel from you when you say that. Very good, great, superb, and more and more success should come on your way. You are in an
Thank you.
industry which needs a great amount of leadership, great amount of management skills. It's not an industry just
Yes.
that control C, control V will not work. You need
Yes,
a
definitely. Yeah.
systematic approach is needed. That's the oil and gas industry you are. And good wishes for your success. Keep rocking more. And we are so
Thank you.
happy
Thank you.
you are part of our program.
Thank you so much. Thank you for the time and for all the advices. Even Rahul, who has spent a lot of time. I mean, I've been texting him also. So thanks, Rahul, also, and the entire team.
Sure. Sure. Great.
And
Have
I
a good
hope,
time.
and I hope that I probably join you in some future classes, doing some other courses.
Sure. Welcome, welcome.
Yeah, yeah,
Once you come to the certification world, it's so big. You can keep on learning.
yes. Now, I mean, I've already marked what I'm going to do next. So I've
Wow,
already, yeah,
wow.
yeah,
Impressive, impressive.
yeah.
This is a beautiful thing. I've seen people who complete PMP. Every year they start learning something. Within 2, 3 years, the same person turns a different category.
True, yeah.
The discipline comes in, the character comes in, the stability comes in life.
One more small thing. I mean, why I had a lot of time because my family is back in India. Uh,
Wow.
I was all alone at home. So no, I mean, no kind of my mom and dad basically in India. So at the same time, they gave me the all the support which was needed.
Wow.
So yeah, so I didn't have any disturbances in my home. So I had all my time to study.
Okay, then
Yeah.
you have to give credit to your mom, dad, also your family who
Yes.
left you free. Okay, read. I won't disturb you.
Yes.
You have to
Yes.
give
Yes.
them the credit.
Yes. Definitely.
Great, cool, man. Thanks a lot for your time. Have a great
You're
time
welcome.
and appreciate your success.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Sriram. Have a good night. Take care.